Pens power through the Habs. Right here, Talking Habs with Rick. Third take. Second one was good and I didn't put the camera on. Okay, so before we get to that, please like and subscribe, ring the bell. That'll notify you of all my videos as they come out. Question of the day. Do you still like the Habs' chances to make the playoffs? For one, I still do because they're going on a road trip against the West Coast teams and they're very winnable games. We'll get into that later. So do you still like the chances? Leave a comment in the comment section below. I read my comments and I respond. Okay, let's get right into this game. Started off with a bang. 21 seconds in, bad turnover by Ben to McCann, who gave it to Gunsel, who fired it at the net, and Crosby was there to tip it past Price. So there, again, a bad turnover in the defensive zone leads directly to a goal. What I've been preaching for a while. Started off with a bang with one. 3:14 in, Petrie takes a penalty. Can't remember for what. I was watching it on the internet, and I was having trouble switching back and forth to get the information, and I got sick a little later, and that's why I didn't get all the information, so I'm sorry for that. Penguins have a 32.5% power play on the road. So, but they also give up the most shorthanded goals with 10 so far this year, so not a good thing really to get a penalty. 4:38 in to prove the point. Malkin from the point on a sort of a change-up slapper, maybe you call it, that gets through Price. I think through the side here. For his 21st from Crosby and Kessel. And I noticed Price is obviously off his game right now. Maybe, hopefully he recovers, but it's going to be a long night. That's what I wrote. Same as last night at this point. First period, not using their speed. Passing is bad. Costly turnovers. Trouble clearing the zone. 8:51, Price gives up a bad one this time. On the face-off, granted, but to Gunsel, who gets it from Crosby, fires it through the 5-hole. Crosby already, a goal and 2 assists. 8:51 into the first period. There was a penalty to the Pens' Johnson. Now the Habs power play at this point needs to step up. They need a goal. But no goal. They can't do much. They might have had 3 shots, but nothing. So it was a horseshit first period by Montreal for the first 17 minutes when they started to get some pressure and some chances, but it was too little too late. So let's see what the second period holds because they kind of done this. Horseshit in the first, better in the second, good in the third. Let's hope that they've dug themselves a hell of a hole. So we're off to the third. Oh, there's 12 shots for Montreal, 4 for Pittsburgh on 3 goals on 4 shots. 0 for 2 on the power play for Montreal, 1 for 1 Pittsburgh. Okay, so at 3:13 of the second, a dumb penalty Gallagher takes for interference. I don't remember on who, but it was a dumb penalty. But turns out Price is a little better here in the second, at least during that power play. And he shuts the door there. But there's a goal to Gunsel, and I didn't write the time down. I was starting not to feel well, and I don't know if it's the game that was doing it, but I wasn't feeling well. So it was on a bad angle, though. It was to Price's left, and he was like, he was not at the circle. He was in between the circle and the crease line, and he got in. And I didn't see exactly where, but it was a bad angle. Then, to give us some hope, and make me feel a little better, not to make me feel better, Deneau with some really good work on the sideboard to the right of Murray. It comes down to the corner, and good work by him. He gets the puck, and he gets it up to Gallagher, who, nice shot, I can't remember, it was a wrist shot, I guess, into the net for his 29th. So, nice shot by Galley, and nice work by Deneau. So the Habs find their legs a bit right now. And 5 minutes left in the period, so I guess that goal was a little later. With pressure, flurry of chances, but they can't connect with a goal because, of course, they run into a hot goalie in Murray. On a night when Price, at least to start off, put them in a hole, so it's sucky timing. So at this point, period ended, and I just wasn't feeling well, and I needed to lie down. So I lied down during the intermission and woke up after the game. So sorry, but from checking on it, I didn't miss much. There was a goal by McCann into an empty net. So I assume maybe there was some good play. Maybe it was back and forth. I don't really know. But nothing came of anything by either team. So the Pens now hold the first wild card spot, and the Habs hold the second one. with Columbus 2 points behind them, because Columbus has 75 points. The Habs and Penguins have 77, but the Penguins have a game in hand on the Habs. So with Columbus breathing down their neck, it's very tight right now still. There's a 3-game road trip coming up right now out west. They're playing LA, San Jose, and Anaheim. 2 of the games are 10:30 starts and 1 a 10 o'clock start. And they're all winnable games because LA playing like shit. San Jose is playing like shit. And Anaheim all year has been playing like that. So they're winnable games. So the Habs need to bounce back. And the good news on that is that they have been all year. So let's hope that trend continues and they bounce back and have a good road trip. Because if they can realistically, they could take 6 points out of that. 6 points keeps them in that race and maybe puts some distance between everybody else behind them. And that's what needs to happen. So it's a crucial road trip with what I believe now are not sort of must-win games, but they're starting to be real must-win games here. If they can get some separation going, it stops being so much must-win, but right now it is because they can't slide out. They've already dropped to the second wild card. There's no more room to slide. So there you go. That's my review of the game. Hope you liked it. And thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate y'all watch. And Kitos. I hope I'm saying that right. So question of the day: do you still like the Habs' chances of making the playoffs? I, for one, still do. We'll reevaluate that after this road trip. So I'm going to put up a couple of videos here, maybe a playlist, maybe both. I don't know. We'll see. But something you guys, I hope, will enjoy. And that's it. So bye-bye. See you in the pregame for the LA game. Vasti. Let's hope the video camera goes off.